I said it's waves of the bay. If you ain't about the action, better find another lane. If you ain't providing platforms, better find another stage. I'm living in my purpose, every day is game day. And now it's time to level up. Give the people what they want, show the artist off and strut. Let the music do the talking while the talent gets the fun. They said it's all written, but I had to change the font. Come on, because I do what I want. Champions win, so I'm not about to taunt. After all the smoke clears, I'll be standing right here at the top with my peers, living life without fears. I'm full speed ahead, never looking in the mirror, never looking in the rear, cause I'm known to switch gears. Hey mom, thanks for raising me to be so brave. Tampa Bay, yeah, it's time for y'all to catch this wave. Ride the wave. Let's go. Like I said, you gotta let the beat drop sometimes, man. Now we can talk. Shout out Alec Burnright, man.
ABR.
You hear me say Alec? It's because I told you I'll be mispronouncing names like none other, bro. So like this is probably like 2016 maybe. We was at a show at I think we was at Foo Bar, man. The old Foo Bar. This is before the Biscuit Factory came through, but the old Foo Bar. And I'm over here introducing them, and of course I'm like, Alex Burnright. And he was like, hold up. He said something. I was like, well, to this day, I will make sure I pronounce your name correctly. That's Alec Burnright, ABR right there, man.
Rapper,
shout out
producer,
to ABR.
now folk artist.
Author.
Poet.
You know what I'm saying? Curator. This dude be out there doing the thing, man. But
For sure.
Waves of the Bay, welcome. I appreciate y'all rocking with us. This is WMNF 88.5. We doing a thing over here. And one thing I can say is that we are the only show that puts on for the artists of Tampa Bay, man. We do this every week, and I've been doing this on my own for a good 2 years now, man. Once again, shout out DJ Spaceship, man. Me and him started this about almost 6 years ago. Man, This March, about 5.5 years ago now at this point. So he moved over to Friday mornings. I've been over here learning how to spin and doing my own thing and putting on for Tampa Bay the entire time. So shout out to the homie. This is Waves of the Bay. At Waves of the Bay is going to be how you find us. Everything you heard tonight, everything you're going to hear tonight is Tampa Bay based, which means if you're an artist out here or a producer, send me your music, wavesofthebay@gmail.com. And the reason why I love this show right here and the reason why I dedicate my time to our artists out here and this platform to, Tampa Bay is because we have moments like this. You know what I'm saying? I have DJ DFaz right here. We're going to be talking about the Beat Marauders Producer Showcase, and I'm so excited about it. Like I've said, all of my favorite shows in my head, when I look back at the best shows we've done, they've all been producer shows.
Right.
This is a completely different type of energy, and Crowbar is a great place to have that type of energy at, too. So shout out to Tom and DJ DFaz, man. Welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you for having me on, man, and congrats on all the Best of the Bay awards.
Man,
I was hearing you listing them off when you were spinning.
I gotta just spin them off
did
here
your
and there.
thing,
I try to stay quiet a little bit, but every now and then I could talk. You know,
it's nice to be humble. It's also nice to know your accolades.
I mean, we're going to talk about you. Let me say it like that, because the Shuffle remix has been going on for quite a bit right now, and we stopped doing shows once COVID hit, so I haven't actually executed or curated a show or none of that in 5 years now, like literally like 5 years to the day. Like, I think my timeline just reminded me, like, 5 years ago we had this show. So
that's wild.
How have y'all been able to maintain, consistency in the post-COVID world right now?
Sure. The craziest thing about Shuffle Remix, that event actually started end of 2020. So we're pretty much wrapping up the COVID year, and we start our residency there for the open mic. It really started off as like a showcase in a sense, because we were trying to find artists to book for the next thing with the collective. So it was for people to show us what you got so we can put you on the next bill. And it still kind of has that same element too. A lot of people come there to perform, to perform well, to get booked at other venues and other opportunities.
Yeah, I used to go out to open mics or showcases or whatever just to see who was out there for the next show. So I can dig it all the way. And that's one of the things. If you're an artist out there, it doesn't matter if it's 2 or 200. 2,000, 200,000, whatever.
That stage
show
is
out.
Yours. That's
show out. You step on, you grab that mic, show out, because you don't know who's watching you, especially with all the cameras on you now. Like
you can reach so many people
easily.
That's your moment.
We could do a show right now, just me and you, and we can get that out there wherever it needs to go to right now.
We sure could.
It's definitely like that. So, Tone Capone right here, DJ DFaz right here. We're talking about the Beat Marauders producer showcase going on tomorrow night. So
I'm so excited for this event.
Off top, man, the flyer.
Yeah, the flyer, the merch, the concept. So shout out Jay Marley. It's actually his birthday at midnight. Dope. It's going to be his birthday tomorrow.
Fellow Aries, man. Happy birthday, bro.
Yes, sir. He came up with the concept. He was like, hey, why don't we do it in this theme? And I said, that's one of my favorite albums. How can I not enjoy this concept?
Classic.
We got all the heads together in 3 days. That man put in a lot of work to make that flyer and concept for us, and now it's on the merch. It's going to be part of the Beat Marauder Showcase beat tape, and it's definitely on the flyer.
Y'all can't see him right now, but he has a T-shirt on with the flyer, not even the flyer, but all the people that's taking part on the back of the shirt. So I saw the front of it. I was like, yo, that's dope, because that's Kansas City Chiefs colors right there.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Then I seen the back of it. I was like, oh, snap, to go ABR.
ABR. Got all the homies on there. We got every producer that's, on the lineup on there, and definitely got our 2 MCs that are going to be
15 producers?
15 producers. My biggest show I've ever thrown. This is going to be the best time management I've ever done in a show, in my opinion.
Oh, man. Have fun with that.
Yeah, that is the stress of the show, and then the congratulations afterwards.
All the way.
Did that. That was me.
People don't understand, man. We was talking behind the scenes. Like, if you have actually put a show together, a successful show, a consistent show, more than one time, this is a extra, you don't understand what all goes into doing these shows, man. So shout out to the DJ for one, because, I make sure I shout out DJ Spaceship on every show, because he told me, Tone, make sure you shout out the DJs and see how much love they give you. So shout out to the DJs. But the producers, man, y'all have no idea. Artists out here, y'all do not need to leave Tampa Bay to get your production.
And you definitely don't need to shop on YouTube for a beat, because there's
or stealing from YouTube or whatever.
Too much talent out here in Tampa, y'all.
And if you don't know about it, man, come out to Crowbar tomorrow night, because I promise you, there's going to be a whole bunch of stank faces going down.
A lot of networking and a lot of beats purchased.
I love them. What time's it start?
Starts at 6 p.m. all the way to 1 a.m. $5 cover at the door. I've got Clam Master Jay cooking. We've got the resident vendors in the house. Shout out Lulu and Indy. Shout out Stay Humble. Shout out Reed, actually, for hooking me up with Cave Printing to get the merch made.
Dope.
So we'll have the merch at the event as well. $30 shirts. Who else am I missing? I'm missing the people I brought out. I got Ladui Apparel coming out. I've got Comfort Candles. I've got Throwing Shade for the sunglasses. And we got Sid Shine for the jewelry.
Dope.
Oh, yeah. The vendors are going to be on set. And then we've got producers going the whole night. I was joking with you. I'm going to be like the Weather Channel. I'm every, 10 minutes on the 30 spinning. And then producer on. And you guys are going to hear me talk on a microphone more than I have ever done in my career that night. I am hosting the event with Slap Funk Dust. Shout out the homie. Shout out Beat Fanatic. Spawn's going to be in the building as well. I know we shouted him out when he was playing beats. It's going to be so great, man.
Are you comfortable on the mic? You sound like you're comfortable on the mic.
Yeah, I mean, there's times I am and times I'm not. I'd rather just focus on DJing when I'm doing it. But there was a time Kenny was out for a little bit when I was doing Shuffle Remix. Shout out K3, my host from Shuffle Remix days. And I ran that event for like 3 months solo for a bit while he was getting together and getting his stuff right. And I forgot I could do this. I forgot I have this presence. I'm great on a mic. I'm comfortable on a mic. And,
I feel like y'all and I say y'all DJs because I really don't even consider myself a DJ yet. But y'all DJs, I look at you, I look at DJ Spaceship, and it's like once y'all get started talking, y'all have just like this innate ability just to bond with the crowd because you guys are already there with the music. So it's just a matter of bringing yourself out, and people like to see that, man, like straight up.
Hey, I'm going to take that as words of advice then, and that may be something to incorporate.
Write it down. That's a jewel right there.
Get that mic stand near my DJ stand. Check.
And have fun with it. Like that's the really thing. Like and people can tell if you are, if you ain't. Like straight up.
That's very true. Yep. And I'm passionate about this. I love this hip hop scene. I love this hip hop culture in Tampa. It's been so fun curating this. And
are you from Tampa?
I'm from Tampa. Yeah.
Word.
I'm one of the weird natives, right? I moved here when I was like 1, but I'm from here. I went to elementary, middle.
What high school did you graduate from?
Sickles High School, 05.
All right.
We got a reunion coming up, our 20th reunion. I'm getting old.
I graduated 2000.
Okay.
From the great state of Kansas. Shout out Junction City, Kansas. But yeah, 25-year reunion coming up. It's like, yo.
Sign of the times.
I remember skipping school like yesterday, man. Like,
I mean, I'm already talking about where's the after party for this with people. So
did you go to your last reunion?
I didn't go to my 10-year.
Okay.
Nah, I heard it was fun.
I had fun.
Catch up on this
I had
20th
fun.
one.
A lot of people skipped out, but man, it's a good time Just seeing people all the way off topic, but still it's the same
I'm just
thing.
excited for all of them to ask me the same question.
Are you going to DJ
rapping?
there?
No, they got a DJ, so I'm happy. I'm off duty.
Okay.
Me and another fellow DJ, the guy that actually, it's crazy. Shout out DJ Snow, Adam. So this guy told me about where my first controller was. He was like, hey, I got a pawn shop over here. I'm about to buy this controller. I know you're wanting to get into DJing. Come drive to Lakeland, come buy this thing before I do.
Word.
That's what I did. That was my Christmas gift. I gave myself that Christmas gift in 2018. And that's when it all started. Buying that piece of equipment, playing with it, meeting the people that I'd started collective with. And now I'm on like my 4th controller because you know how used products work.
Yeah. Plus, man, y'all got to upgrade, man. Like you got to. You owe it to yourself. And then, what you started out with ain't what you're going to end up with.
No, it blows my mind. I'm going to do this whole 7-hour show on Serato Lite with a Rev 1, and it's still going to sound fly. Like, that means I'm doing good in my career.
And
if
people
I can
will have no idea, what you're doing. They're just going to see you over there just doing
what
your
they're
thing.
paying attention to.
They're going to be like, why is he moving up here?
He's a wizard, Harry.
For real, man. DJ DFaz over here, man. We're talking about the Beat Marauders Producers Showcase at Crowbar. How did you put the producers together for this?
Yeah, there was 2 big things I really wanted to do with this event. I wanted to get all the producers together and showcase them because I'm personally a huge fan of our Tampa producer scene. The guys that do the slap chop sampling and just so many creatives. And I'm also wanting to get into production. So I said, let me align myself with my new friends here, put this show on, and then I got an NPC that I'm definitely going to be playing with.
Producers have been needing a space, like straight up. And
yes,
I'm so glad Crowbar is providing them some time because these producers are so next level. And I love just sitting with the producer while they create and just watch them do work.
Yeah.
Because you can literally just give them a song and they will take the piece of the song that you ain't even thinking of. This is going to be where you get at, man. You're going to be like, oh, let me hear this song. But the DJ head in you is going to be like, oh, I love this part.
I'm already hearing the record and saying, all right, I can do something
like, let me
with
make something out of this. But it's just next level, man. I love the creativity aspect of it. And that's why I love the producer showcases because it's not a competition. Even though you want to outshine your peers, it's not a competition. So I love that.
Yeah, it's going to bring everyone together. And I'm hoping that this is a continual event, too. I've said that, the success of this event will definitely lead on to more. I've already got the second roster made. We're already talking about all the parts moving. So
brand new 15? Are you going to be inviting people
we're going to try to tighten it up a little bit. I may add some more MCs on to actually perform. The guys that I'm having, shout out Centel and shout out ABR, they're going to be hopping on the mic every once in a while when they just, feel that hip-hop spirit and they hear a beat that they like, do their thing, drop a 16 or a 24, and, that's for the love of hip-hop right there. Shout out my other MCs. Come up to me during the show, man. If you're feeling something and I'm feeling the moment, I may hand you the mic,
I was just about to ask you, man. There's going to be ciphers going on out there.
Out there. You already know it. I'm hoping that's the vibe. I want people to be dancing, vibing, ciphering, enjoying the vendors, enjoying the space. Shout out Tom.
Shout out to Tom, man.
Yes. That's my second reason to do this show. I wanted to do a great show for Crowbar, man, and I want that bar to blow up. I want all the sales. I want it to be a great night.
There's so many venues that are not supporting or rocking with hip-hop, or else they only do it for, a money aspect or whatever.
Sure.
Like, Tom actually shows love and has been showing love. Our first event was at Crowbar.
Yeah.
12, 13 years ago.
Hip-hop has a home at Crowbar.
It does.
Yes.
1,000%.
Yep.
So shout out to Tom on that one. So these producers, did you reach out to them individually? Did they reach out to you? Did you already have them on deck?
So I was going to a lot of producer events. Shout out Ricky Nish, actually, and Stay Tuned crew. They were over at Boba House at USF, and an area I usually don't go over to for shows, a venue I've never been to. And these guys just are on stage with their, they got a mixer, a bunch of speakers, and they are rocking the house. And I was like, when's the next one? And how many more do you got? And do you want to get booked? Do you want to, do some shows together?
That is sick, yo.
And I kept going. There was like 3 events or maybe 2 of them, and so many new producers I met as well through their, their connections, and it was great. It was the type of event I'm always looking for, and that's what kind of sparked this idea of why don't we get them all together, one setting, one big night, one night for hip hop.
It's really what it is.
Yeah, especially at Crowbar on a Sunday at church sessions. I mean, that's what it should be.
Throw the red light on there, man. You're an engineer also, right?
Live engineer, yeah. With the Shuffle Remix, I learned a lot in my first year, and now I'm sound tuning, guitar.
They just put you up there. It's like, yo, hook up and figure out the sound.
I'm gonna tell every DJ and every new DJ this right now. You're not just a DJ. You're everything. You are the sound engineer. You got to know how the whole stage is gonna be set up, what's gonna happen and troubleshoot, and it all becomes part of your job and your resume. You handle yourself in these situations, and you learn more from it. The 10,000 hours, right? I've done probably the 10,000 hours in sound engineering live, and I've done the 10,000 hours in DJing live. So I need 10,000 hours in producing, rapping, everything,
Another behind the scene moment, man. I remember we started doing shows and we had an engineer. It was like, everything's cool, bet, plug in, let's go.
Need one of those.
And now I remember we moved and we ain't have no engineer. It was like, oh, we got to, go check the set, get to the back, Tone.
Time for an education now.
Like, okay, let's figure this out, man. It's trial and error when it comes to that.
I felt bad. I was at a show recently and I was watching somebody run back and forth for the sound, and I just wanted to go up and be like, yo, the headphone jack is right there. So you put the headphone jack on and you hear the wholeness of the sound, you're going to know. You ain't got to run.
Veteran move over here, man. We got the OG right here. That's the reason
I've been doing it for a bit,
How long you been doing this for?
Since been doing this now.
Before 18 or what?
No, I mean, okay, so I started off in high school rapping. I did some mixtapes in college. That part you guys probably won't find anywhere.
What was your rap name?
Oh, man, I went by like 3 different ones. Variations of Goodfella, changed over to Feezy, and then DFaz. And then DFaz stayed as a rap name. I was like, I like this Danny Fazioli DFaz thing. It's original, It's me. And then it transferred over to DJing, and it's probably going to be my tag on everything for rapping, producing, DJing. It's just DFaz. It's me. It's an easy name. I just have to explain it to people first, because people are like, DFaz, what's going on with that? What's that mean? Is it an acronym?
You never know these days, right?
Yeah,
you better think of something.
The funkiest.
Yeah. You better think of something with that.
We'll work on that. We'll work on that for DFaz.
From A to Z. I don't know.
Hey, you got a catalog from A to Z. That's what I got.
Man, DJ DFaz over here chopping it up. We got the Beat Marauders producer showcase going down tomorrow. I'm so glad
March
you were able
23rd.
to stop by the day before. And shout out to DJ Gino Lexus, man. Gino Lexus is another person started off as a hip hop artist, branched into being a DJ. He's out here DJing on the Starship yacht and all this other stuff at this point, man. Shout out to my brother, Black Boy. I know your birthday coming up as well.
Oh, yeah.
David Hudson, all the Aries out there, man. Shout out to y'all, man. My birthday coming up on Tuesday. This is our season right here, man. March is for champions, man. That's March Madness, that's what we do.
That's what we're doing. We're starting our official Aries season, and I'm glad we're starting off with a hip hop event. That's pretty cool.
1,000%. So you said this is the first of what you hope to be many.
The first installment of what I'm hoping is going to be a continual event going on with Crowbar. We're gonna, we're gonna see how things go Sunday night. Obviously,
are you gonna switch up with genres? You gonna stick with producers? How you
definitely sticking with producers? I've got some producers on the next one too. I'm real excited about, because it's hard to put just a certain amount of people on a bill. It started originally, I had 10 people, and then it grew to 12. And then I said, all right, I got 2 more guys I want to be in. Tom added 1. I said 15, cap, done. Can't do more.
Can't do anymore.
But it works out great. It fits the whole 7-hour bill. I'm so excited to run this bill. It's going to be so cool.
So how is it going to be? Are we doing like different genres, or
you're gonna hear a lot of different sounds from different people for sure. You're gonna have a different producer on literally every 20 minutes on the 30.
Okay.
So no matter when you're there,
so they just go up and they're gonna do their thing.
They're gonna show off their catalog, whether it is sample based, whether it is original production, whether it is hip hop, house, drum and bass, electronic. It's gonna have a vibe for sure.
Okay.
These producers definitely have some really cool creative stuff. I've heard from them. A lot of live instrumentation ones too. I mean, these guys are all gonna have their SPs out and slapping and chopping, man.
I miss those shows, yo, because like I said, the energy. If you're an artist in the building, you're gonna be doing some type of ciphering. You're gonna be out there networking. You're gonna be able to meet producers. You're gonna be able to meet people in the media. You're gonna be able to meet whatever you need to meet.
Yes.
If you're a producer, you're probably gonna be critiquing other producers. You're gonna be seeing what they're doing,
or
so you
coming
can
up to me asking me how do I get on the next bill. Blah,
all the way.
blah. I'm there for you. you.
Oh, they're going to be all over you.
I'm there to network.
Yeah, you like honey to flies is what it's going to be.
I got 10 minutes of me DJing, and then once I'm done DJing and I introduce the producer, come holler at me for merch, come holler at me for shows, come holler at me in general. I'll be very happy to talk that night.
I love to hear it.
For 7 to 8+ hours. Loving it.
I love to hear it, man. DJ DFaz right here. We're talking about this producer showcase.
Yes.
Going down at Crowbar tomorrow night. If you're an artist, get there. If you're a fan of music, get there.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, you don't have to be an artist to appreciate good music. And I promise y'all, like with the producers, you could really just have your drink, do whatever you kiki, whatever you're doing. But once that beat drop, you're going to be like, woo!
Yep. You're going to be vibing
all the way. That's just what it is.
Wait a minute.
You're going to be like, woo! And then you're going to be giving these guys some shine, too. Let me see here. Do you have a favorite producer on this bill?
That's a tough one. I've got a favorite homie on the bill for sure. Shout out DJ Kellen, who was holding it down at Shuffle Remix with me as well. I went on Excellent Zest Wrestling recently as well with him. He's great. Shout out Bo Monk,
fan
too.
Right there, man.
That is definitely 88.5 fan. Man, Wave Theory past fan with me too.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Bo Monk. I'm excited to get him on the bill. His After Dinner series that he has is a really cool remix based production EP that he has. It's I think 5 installments now.
Okay.
And I'm always looking at that as a DJ. I'm like,
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Will definitely flip some of these. Excited for Nux to come up there. I'm going to read the whole list. We got Caleb.
I'm looking at the list right now.
We got Caleb. We got Abnormal. We got Fucci. We got Roselle Coffee, Moby Vic, DJ Kellen, Existence, Ricky Nish, Lido Beats, Bo Monk, Nux, Slap Funk Dust, Matt with one T, Spanatola, and Wally Rios.
Wally Rios.
Yes. The producers on there are all fire. This is going to be definitely a dope night of hip-hop.
So ridiculous, man.
It's crazy. Like and they're also making a beat tape, which is so cool. Slap reached out to them, got them all to put in a song each, put in the processing for it all, and there will be a volume 1.
I swear that is one thing I have always wanted to do that we just never did. Like we never executed it.
The local mixtape
That
concept?
right there is, you got to bring it all together because you're putting the producers out there anyway, so why not?
And I mean, I already got hands in the hip hop culture. It's hand in hand. I would love to see that. We should make something for the locals, by the locals, about the locals.
1,000%. That's how we're going to be able to come up, man. And, you know, I've been asking artists and producers and everybody this question lately, but with the Grammy that Doechii just took home and all the attention and all the eyes that we have on Tampa Bay, what do you think we're going to need to take that next step?
Ooh, that's a great question. Knowing all eyes are on you at this moment, what are you projecting for your career, all of those things? And then also the spirit of collaboration right now. This is a great time to work with other artists to put all of yourselves up on a higher platform than you already are. So I'm excited. I think this is probably the best time. We've been talked about for a while. Yeah. Remember when we had the Super Bowl here? Jay-Z asked who would be the major artist to book in Tampa?
Right.
The response becoming Doechii, Grammy nominated, Grammy winning. You know, that's just how the universe works, man. You got to just pay attention to it. Tampa's got eyes on us,
I could actually see a Doechii halftime award show.
I'm waiting on a Doechii halftime performance. That would be amazing. TDE, man. One of my favorite labels signs a local artist. And not even local, independent, because I agree with you on that phrasing, man. It's hard calling all of us local artists. Yeah, because we in Tampa, we're in St. Pete.
Because there's a whole perception behind it.
I can drive to you, I get it, but we are independent artists because we want to go to other states and perform, and we do. I've got tons of homies right now that are in Georgia. Shout out Caleb Music, shout out Tonai, shout out Dia Blue, shout out
Tonai Beast.
So many people right now.
That's the whole thing, though. Like, you got to go out of town to perform to come back for people to appreciate you. And a lot of people look at Doechii like, I know I've been reading like, oh, she's an industry plant. Like, Doechii has been getting down out here for a hot minute. I never got her on one of my shows, but she's been working.
I've seen this person sleeping on a couch, spending all of her time in the studio.
I've heard stories from Blake about her. We got, like, she is a Tampa.
I never got to catch her live. That's one of my biggest regrets.
Me too.
I never got to catch her live in the city. And I definitely want to catch her live now on the bigger stages. But first time I met her was at 5-5, and the person was working. The person was putting in all sorts of stuff, you know? They were working on their next album that they were going to turn into their demo, I believe. You know? So keep working hard. That's really the message. The message is eyes are on you, work hard, get recognized, collaborate with others, grow, grow, grow.
Make sure your business is right on top of that, because ain't no point doing music if you ain't going to get the pay for it. Even if it's a little bit, you got to make sure that, you know, your business is right.
Yeah, you got to communicate and you got to be on the same page with people. It's important.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree with you. Well, DJ DFaz over here, man. This is WMNF Tampa.
Yes, it is.
We over here top of the hour already, man. I promise you. This is one of the times I wish I had more time so we could talk more.
I'll just come back sometime then.
We're going to have,
I'll have another event. We'll chop it up. I'm excited.
I need you to come back anyways. Whenever you have an event, this is an open forum for you, man. This is open door.
Artists, remember, this station is for you. We want your submissions for the radio. We want to play your music.
It really is. So have your music right. Like when people are trying to Spotify your song to figure out what I'm playing while I'm on the go, because of course I'm typing it into my playlist, but sometimes people want to know, make sure your music's right so they can find you.
Make sure it's tagged, all the things you can do. So that
way,
way,
pulling up other people's songs sometimes, and
we're trying to help.
Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. So, all right. So we got this show going down tomorrow. We talked about the artists. We talked about the producers.
Yes.
We talked about the next event. For anybody that does want to get down with you in the next event, what do you encourage them to do?
Reach out to me on IG at DFaz813 at DFaz813. DM me. I gladly will communicate with you. Obviously, with me being at Shuffle Remix, I'm at an open mic. I'm at a place where you can present your music.
That's every Tuesdays?
Every Tuesday. Me and Dillman rotate that as DJs. Shout out Lee Kenobi as the host. Shout out Psych Montano as the booking agent for that event as well. Encyclopedia. But yeah,
so dope.
It's so
great. I love that name.
Encyclopedia, man. It makes sense for him.
I love it.
Whole value of knowledge and information.
And that's a dope artist in itself, man. Artists out there, like, get...
Network, meet people.
Besides networking, get on stage.
Yes.
Like, don't be a studio artist, man. Like, if you are not able to perform your songs on stage and connect with the audience, then you're not doing it.
You haven't reached the next level yet.
It's a different battle. And once you do that, then it's a completely different ballgame. It'll open your eyes up. It'll change your life. I promise you that.
It'll change your artistry. It'll help you grow to the next step.
I hear so many people, I'm the best in Tampa Bay. Oh, yeah, when you performing it? I haven't performed yet.
Like,
Even open mics, man, that's where you really sharpen your steel at, and you get to try new things, see what works, get your crowd interaction on. That's what I used to love about that,
100%.
man.
The energy is returned. That is a warm, welcoming building for all of people performing. I mean, whether you're a poet, a producer, a rapper, a singer, a live instrument person. I mean, that's my favorite. I love when a person comes in with a guitar and doesn't think that's the vibe for the night. It's always the vibe for the night.
And then they just do work.
Do you. We wanted that. We get to hear a lot of our same hip-hop artists and R&B artists all the time on this
That's
open
what
mic.
I miss. I miss seeing new talent. I just miss seeing them comfortable and expressing their artistry.
100%. I feel like that's the funnest part, is going into a new place, trying it out, seeing what works, seeing what people react to, and then rinse, wash, repeat.
Exactly.
Do it again.
Copy and paste.
Yep.
All the way. All the way. All right. So tell people where they can find you one more time.
Absolutely. You can find me at IG at DFaz813, DFaz813. You can find me on SoundCloud by looking me up as DJ DFaz. Same for Mixcloud. Great resource of my mixes on there. I'm trying to record more and add more stuff on there now. Something I neglected in 2024. You can find me at Shuffle Remix every Tuesday or every other Tuesday DJing. And I got some more shows coming up, a lot more independent shows, just, 2 artists and me DJing, and smaller venues, and just really trying to expand that portfolio for me.
I love it, man. Let me hit you with one more question here.
Yes.
So I don't need a top 5 or any of that, but I want to hear some of the names that have been performing at Shuffle that have caught your eye.
Sure. Okay. And I'm not going to include people that run the event and have hosted the event as well. Obviously, shout out all those people that have done that. Shout out Consumer Ready, who I'd love to have on the producer showcase in the future as well. A guy that's around my age as well and performing hip hop. I want to say he's been doing it for maybe 2 or 3 years now.
Word.
Getting back into it and actually doing it on a stage. And it's inspiring. It puts me in a perspective like, I can do this again too. Anyone can do this if you put your heart into it. And if you actually are going to be courageous and do it,
You gonna get back in it?
Yeah, I love hip hop, man. And I haven't written in a while, and that's my biggest thing is I want to get back into writing, get back into structure, and then get into performance. And luckily, I have the resources. I've got Shuffle Remix there to, craft and work. Gotta love having that. Other names from Remix that I do appreciate and love. Shout out Vixie the Pixie, who's performing with me as the headliner Tuesday.
She is dope. I played her song with H a couple weeks ago.
Yes, shout out that album.
The 5 songs of it? Yeah.
Yes,
I wanted more. Shout out to Vixie for sure.
Yes, please keep working, Vixie. or some other dope acts. I'll tell you one thing I do miss, and it does tie in with the event as well, is I miss producers coming to Shuffle, wanting to play beats. Because look, we'll give you like 5 to 10 minutes to play your beats. That's a lot of beats you can play.
Easy.
An open cipher aspect as well. We've got the microphones, and you got good engineers ready for it. It's a cool element that I'm trying to bring to the show that can be also at this open mic. So producers, Shuffle Remix every Tuesday. Showcase your beats. Bring a flash drive with just your beats. Bring your SP. We can plug you in, I promise.
You want to sell some beats?
You want to sell some
Play
beats?
some beats in front of some artists and see what happens.
I'm telling
Trust
you,
me.
you're in
That
the
thing
right,
like clockwork.
the right spot, right time, all those things.
Give them some food, give them some drink, and play some beats. It's over.
You win.
It's over.
Congratulations, you won. Shout out ABR with that one too, man. I love him saying you won all the time. That's my
the
new
homie,
motivating.
man.
That's my new
and
motivating
drink your
phrase.
water on top of that, man.
Thank it. Thank that water for the day and everything.
Oh, man. I wish I had more time with you, but I definitely appreciate you coming through here,
Same,
talking
man.
about what's
Thank
going
you.
down tomorrow. If you're out there, one more time, if you're an artist, if you're a fan of music,
Yes.
Crowbar's where y'all need to be at tomorrow night. You're going to be in for a great show. I'm looking at 15 producers, 2 artists, and we got the DJ right here, DJ
Yes.
DFaz. It's going to be going down to Tom, Crowbar,
Yes,
thank you so
Tom.
much, man.
Thank you, FM/AM events as well. They are doing the promotion for it. Shout out Ray Roa for CL Tampa for shouting out
Shout
the
out to
event.
Ray Roa, man.
Shout him out. I appreciate that. And obviously, shout out WMNF 88.5. I've been on twice on the radio for this event I'm throwing.
Doing big things
it's
out
all
here,
love,
man.
It's so cool. I love that. Appreciate the time and all
I
of
love
it.
that for you, like.
Thank you. Thank you.
But no, real talk. You touched on it earlier. Like, we are a community station. Like,
Yes.
70% of what we do here is funded by the community. So there's no reason for us to dedicate our time to anywhere else but the community. So
For
anytime
real.
we have an opportunity to get our artists and our homegrown talent in here to talk about whatever, I'm all for it to a certain extent. Some of y'all ain't doing nothing or doing enough yet.
There you go.
So
And
start
also,
doing stuff
for
and see
all
what
the
happens.
fans and the artists and everybody. Remember, donate to the station. This station doesn't run on hopes and dreams. And
I ain't
neither
even
do
telling
you.
them to say that, man. I ain't even telling them
That's
to
why
say
I'm
that.
going to say it for you. It don't run on hopes and dreams. Neither does your career. If you want people to put money and invest into you, invest into the places that are investing into you, like WMNF, who's playing your music on the radio and has it on an app that you
Boom.
can show people all the things.
Message.
Resources.
Message right there. All right,
Message.
man. All right. I definitely appreciate you coming
We're gonna do
through
this
here.
again sometime
We're
soon.
definitely going to have to, man.
Yes.
If you're out there, you hear my voice, get the Crowbar tomorrow night. What time's it start?
6 p.m. to 1 a.m., $5 at the door.
They got food out there.
Yes.
They got
Merch.
vendors out there. There's
Vendors.
merch out there. There's artists. There's going to be producers. It's
kind
going to be a
bar,
good time.
a beautiful venue.
Crowbar is always a spot, and it's going to be nice tomorrow.
And I'm playing all the vibes. The weather's going to be right.
Yeah, it's
We're going
gonna
to
be a
nodding
good
our
time.
heads and just
Bringing
vibing
that
out.
ODS vibe back, but just getting that hip hop. Woo!
Yes.
The producers be on the next level with it. But all right, this is Waves of the Bay. We already 11:09 up in here. So what I'm gonna do is play a track. We'll get into some promos right quick, and then I'm gonna do some birthday spinning for Gino out here, man.
There we
Happy
go.
birthday, DJ Gino Lexus. One more again, Waves of the Bay. Let's get into it, y'all.
I said it's waves of the bay. If you ain't about the action, better find another lane. If you ain't providing platforms, better find another stage. I'm living in my purpose, every day is game day. And now it's time to level up. Give the people what they want, show the artist off and strut. Let the music do the talking while the talent gets the fun. They said it's all written, but I had to change the font. Come on, because I do what I want. Champions win, so I'm not about to taunt. After all the smoke clears, I'll be standing right here at the top with my peers, living life without fears. I'm full speed ahead, never looking in the mirror, never looking in the rear, cause I'm known to switch gears. Hey, mom, thanks for raising me to be so brave. Tampa Bay, yeah, it's time for y'all to catch this wave. Ride the wave.